Let's jump in.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Beyond the Box. Tonight we've got Rocko Fowler with us, and we're going to discuss some very interesting stuff. I am just not an interesting person today. I slept all day. I got up, I ate, and I went right back to sleep. I woke up at 8 o'clock going, oh my God, what the hell time is it? I don't even know what's going on. Somebody explain to me what's going on, because I don't have a clue.
You must have been doing exercises and activities in the astral plane, and you were very busy today.
Doing something, because I'm here to tell you, I am just out of it.
You don't remember where you went?
William.
Hey, William. No. Hi, Brett.
I didn't go anywhere today. I stayed in my bed, apparently asleep with my dog on my face.
And hi, Steve. We have Steve too. Let's roll. He says. Steve.
I like a Steve. We like a Steve.
That was my grandpa's name, Steve.
I did send Steven the link if he wanted to come on in and join us tonight, so he could learn a little bit about the different stuff that we talk about with Rocko. So,
Yeah, Rocko's our good friend. We talk to Rocko a lot, and I've known Rocko for, oh my gosh, many years. And Rocko has, had a very, different life than most people. Most kids, get on their bikes, go to school, do this or whatever. Rocko has led a very different type of life. One that, kind of, what it reminds me of a little bit, that Monsters Incorporated, the kids that go through the door, and they see all the monsters and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, that was kind of Rocko's life.
I've seen some of them too, but not to the extent of Rocko. And
right.
I used to get on my bike and ride down the street, and then somebody would push me off. So I had a hateful life, you guys. Hateful. Strange and hateful. So, Susie, how are you?
I'm good. I've been mowing the yard today and pulling weeds and all kinds of outside activity.
You took my energy. Oh,
I did. You were resting, and I got to go out and exert some energy.
So it's Saturday night. So everybody, I got Grandpa Saturday up tonight for you guys to laugh at. I know Norma thinks he's creepy, but he does have an ice cream.
Precious, right?
And diapers. Yeah, that's his precious.
Lord of the Rings, precious.
Lord of the ice cream. So you want to go ahead and that's exactly who it is, Norma. That's exactly. Look real good now. Look, diapers and all.
Oh.
You want to go ahead and start us off in prayer, and then we will bring Rocko out and let this party begin.
Yeah, I just want to ask the Father to break any curses that have been sent our way, over us, towards us, about us, anybody that speaks what does it says? No weapon formed against us shall prosper, and every tongue that speaks against us, God will condemn it, and so I just ask right now that we're, that we are blessed, and that we, I want to learn something new tonight. I want to learn something Rocko hasn't talked about or shared before, or something really, something that just kind of blows everybody's mind. And I think Rocko can do it. And in Jesus' name, I pray.
All right, let's bring out Rocko. Hi, Rocko.
Hi, how are you ladies doing tonight?
Good.
Hey, I mean, try to keep it nice as I can. I mean, anyways, so I'm going to first start off with this, okay? This is an intro, or not an intro. It's my bio. I redid my bio. I'm going to explain things a little bit more in detail. Hold on a second. Pardon me. But it's some deep stuff. Rocko was an elite programmer at Montauk. After climbing the ranks within the organization, he was tasked to help new recruits develop their skills to fight within the ranks. Through any means necessary, he would break the trainees to build them up into seasoned soldiers. Using his psionic abilities, he was able to pull altars to help assist in bringing out the required attributes that were required for military service. Okay, so basically right there, boom. A lot of people are like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Well, let me tell you what. It is basically like a Stranger Things episode. So yeah, it's real. It's true. A lot of us kids, whatever, we did different things, I'm dealing with, the fact that I was what they consider, after being on the Typical Skeptic podcast, I had met Christy Campbell, which during the podcast, she was asking about if I knew her, get this guy out of here, little me. That's a cult member. Get him out of here. Get him out of here or I'm out. That dude is threatening my family and everything. Get the fuck out of here. Piece of shit. Break that jaw of yours next year, motherfucker.
Hey.
Trust and believe that. You try to get my babies taken away, boy. I'm going to break that jaw.
Give me a minute.
I'm telling you now, little me, stay away from me, man. And keep your cronies away from me, too. I'm telling you, you ain't nothing, Mama P. You know what you are? You use your son for money in the industry. Let's talk news now, huh? Let's talk news now. Let's talk truth now. I'm not afraid of any of you. Yeah, I'm a fake. Okay. That's because you listen to somebody who can't have his own memories. He's got to go to a psychic. James Ring. The fuck out of here. You don't have any idea who I am.
Susie,
someone who's
go to the live chat. See if you can get on the live chat.
I'm not triggered.
Do what?
If you get on the live chat, you can go down to the bottom and you can delete that person. I can't do it from here. I have to do it from the live chat.
No, Steve. These are the people who contact my family. No, I'm not shutting my mouth. No, I'm not. I want the world to see this because I've made plenty of reports against these people.
Okay, who am I taking off?
No, Brenda. No. No, I don't think you understand what these people have done to my life.
Okay.
I don't think you get it.
Who am I taking off? Steve is okay, you said?
Little me, and Mama P. Gone.
Okay.
Okay, I blocked Little Me and Mama.
Yeah, get them out of here. Get rid of their
Mama.
Yeah, let me tell you about that one right there, boy. Rocko, you're threatening my child. I didn't threaten your child. You know what? What are you talking about? Something almost 15 months ago. You're still laying on that? Okay. You know what? Maybe I had a nervous breakdown because I had nutcases on the web that are cult members that can't even take care of their own kids, that sniff Adderall, that do all kinds of stuff. Don't play with me because I'll air you out. And yeah, I do have your picture, buddy. I do have your picture.
Rocko.
So trust me, I will see you in a bird's eye view, buddy.
Hey, Rocko, is Steve a friend or foe?
Bring my soldier out, bro. Bring my soldier out.
Rocko.
Find out. I'm telling you.
Rocko.
All right, Rocko.
Find out.
Listen. Rocko. Listen.
Is Steve a friend or foe?
Steve is somebody I trained.
Okay.
Is he okay?
Hey, Steve, hit them with some fucking energy, boy. Hit them with some real nice energy that I taught you. Something that I like. Something that I might feel tickle inside.
All right. Now, also, let me say this in the chat.
I blocked the other ones. Okay.
I'm going to say this right now in the chat. Anybody that is new to this show, we are very peaceful. in this chat. If you cannot stay that way, you cannot respect our guests, then you must leave. If you don't leave on your own, you will be taken off.
Yeah, if anybody comes on here to trigger him, you know, it doesn't matter. I mean, we're gonna like block him.
Yeah. We're going to
man.
Rocko, take a deep breath, Rocko.
Send the Trinity to my house right now, bro. Send the Trinity to my house.
Hey, Rocko.
Any of these people that come in that start saying anything negative towards me, get them out of here.
Well, he started saying that the minute you noticed him, and I was trying to get out there to get him off. So just
I gotta breathe.
Okay. Lil Me, you need to exit our chat, sir. That would probably be best. Okay. I'm not going to sit and have this.
Rocko, could you just do me a favor and not even look at what they're saying and just tell your story and just, you know,
look at the chat.
We'll take care of the comments. All right. You just don't even look at the comments.
I gotta breathe a minute. Because I'm really fucking angry right now.
You know what I mean?
You. Fucking hook, man. I'm telling you, man. Oh.
Well, and this is what Rocko was talking about is, you know, there's all these cults out there that definitely target people. So this is a good example of what that is.
This is where I'm going to step in. Lil Me, you know nothing about me. So you will be, I just sent a message. You are going to be tracked by Homeland Security. And you have just found yourself in a little bit of trouble. So I advise you to get out of my chat. You have exactly 45 seconds.
Remember that. My boy that I trained is Dragon Blood. You fucked with the wrong soldier tonight, boy. I guess that box didn't last long enough. I guess you got bored. Guess you had nothing better to do. Coming in my family, calling my family, getting me almost put in a lockup. You sick people.
Steve, please, if you would, message Rocko on his phone. Can you please help him get a little bit of a grip? Steve, please. Are you doing the blocking, Susie? There's another one on there.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Well, this is not how I wanted to spend the show. Damn it. Rocko, answer Steve, please.
I'm getting myself back. 2025, baby. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, what's up? Just calm down. Take some rest, man. All right, man.
And Lil Me, you ain't got to worry about that because we've known Rocko for a while, so it's fine. Okay. They have a ping on him, Susie.
Just try to like get through it and just like get this interview going and just expose them.
I'm exposing them, bro. But what they did to me, man, was disgusting.
I know, it's okay.
It's fucking disgusting, man. I did not want this.
Norma, are you still here? Can you jump in my chat, please, Norma, and help? and help Susie do blocking, Norma, please? You should be able to do it from the chat. You should be able to hit the button down below and block.
I can block their comments as they come in, but I haven't been able to block them completely.
Like to help you, all right?
You know what I mean?
Just
Yeah.
keep this. You're strong, all right? Don't let your altar take over because it doesn't look good. Just
No, man.
So.
Go ahead, man.
at least
Well, Rocco, you are definitely exposing the cult. I mean, it's.
I'm gonna, Rocco, I'm setting you aside for a few minutes so that you can talk. Let me know when you're ready to come back on. Okay. And I quit drinking for this.
Well.
Now, I will turn around and say this. I have always had a very peaceful show. We have always had a lot of respect. And if you join our show from the very beginning, you know that we say a prayer before we start. Susie and I are very spiritual people. We're very understanding people. Oh my goodness. Putin, be quiet. I'm going to put you outside. Hey, hush it. You guys even have my dog upset. Okay? Now, we don't upset my little 5-pound Russian Chihuahua. That does not work. So, I do not appreciate anybody that comes in here to this chat and acts like that. If you have bad things to say, don't say anything. You know,
Right.
it really don't. Sit and listen. I can't believe that anybody in this movement, anybody has to act like this. It's ridiculous. Do you people not realize that unity is what you need? And if you can't have that, guess what? You're asked out and you're not having anything. Okay? I understand if you have a little bit of a problem. You know how to trigger him. Don't trigger him on my show. I don't like it. I come from a background where triggering is very bad. I have learned to deal with my life and what I had to grow up with. And I like when others can deal with what they've had to deal with. There are a lot of us that have endured a lot of things that have been bad. So please stop it. Please stop it.
Yeah.
Oh. Susie, go ahead and say a few things. Hang on. I need to take this call.
Well, I don't know. I don't even know how to respond to some of the stuff that's coming in. It's like, kind of stuff I kind of ignore, honestly. Well, it's like, demons will be demons, what can I say? People show who they really are by the way what comes out of their mouth. So if they feel like they, have to attack somebody to make a point, that shows that their character is pretty bad, pretty bad. Most people, if you got a problem with something, you just walk away from it.
Yeah. No,
You don't go attacking somebody.
I agree.
That just shows the character of these people. That's what it shows they're a cult, because cult people target and attack people and want to trigger people. I mean, a good person wouldn't do that. A good person would pray for somebody or would walk away from a situation if they didn't feel like they belong there. So, I really, it's like having a bunch of
Ghost it is
demons coming on
on
the
a
show,
normal basis.
basically.
But we've
Yeah.
had a few people that have come in here and they I'm gonna say it on lesser terms. They had to show their ass. We'll just say it that way. So,
You know. Well, the problem is that people get possessed by demons. So, so you have people, but the demons can possess them, influence them, and this is where all this hatred and negativity comes from. So, but yeah, it's pretty
yeah,
pretty
I know,
bad.
right?
I can say a little bit about Rocco. I guess he's our guest tonight, and but I've been on a couple of his shows with him, and these people just kind of come on his thing, and I think they like to just you know harass him, and they don't have anything better to do than to give Rocco a hard time, um, for whatever reasons. It's kind of crazy, you know.
Right.
So I mean,
Let me
it's,
do
it's
it. Let me
pretty
do it. Let me
crazy.
do it. Hang on. Rocco, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Let's go. I
All
don't
right.
care about these people. I don't care.
Okay. Let him go. Other people in my chat, Brett, Norma, Denise.
Best thing to
Handle
do
chat.
is people like that,
Handle the
Rocco,
chat.
just ignore them.
Tell them
Just
all off.
ignore them.
Well, I already know who they are now. Steve
Okay.
is very, 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 very smart. You just played with the wrong people. By the way, I know who the Archons are, and you're connected to the Dark Archons. I already know that. See, that's the stuff that you probably would take a very long time to even begin to understand a fucking word coming out of my mouth. I can tell you that right now. But let's cut to the chase.
Yes. Let's
I'm
talk
already-
about what you've been
All right.
doing.
So, anyways,
Now
I was
let's talk.
on Rob. I was on the Typical Skeptic podcast. And there was an individual. She came on there due to what's going on right now. I am not saying anybody's fucking names. I'm just not. And if you start harassing these people, I can just tell you right now, it's not going to be pretty. It's you're dealing with spiritual people that are very highly spiritual and higher realms and stuff that you have no understanding. Anyways, so I met this person right after they friended me, and we started talking, and there was an alter name that came out, and I'll use the alter name. Actually, now I won't use the name because now I see what you guys are trying to do, but it ain't gonna work. So I'm not gonna use the name.
Don't even pay attention
Hold
to
on a
it.
second.
Just share your story, Rocco. Just stay focused.
Yeah, no, but let me just see something.
Yep. Roll it up. Smug it. We're good.
No, that's already been done. That's already been done.
And you did not share with the rest of the class.
Oh, am I in trouble now?
It's okay. I have ice cream. I'm not sharing. See, the old guy, he holds the ice cream. This is Norma's friend. This
Danny
is our
or
Saturday
Cyborg,
night
yeah.
grandpa.
Can you please stop using my mother's name? Like, I'm really getting tired of you guys using my mother's name. You know what I'm gonna do tonight? I'm gonna do you all a wonderful favor. Okay, I'm gonna expose each and every one of you, names and all. Eric, how you doing, Eric? Flanagan, how you doing, Eric? Cassie, how's your wife doing? Huh? You see, I do my fucking research. Okay,
I'm being devious.
I have your pictures. Okay, I will be going to the police tomorrow, and if they don't do anything, trust and believe me, I will be contacting the California police tomorrow. Oh, I didn't know where you live. California, right? That's why you're a liberal. That's why you act like a liberal.
How you blocked little me? How did that happen?
Because he just comes up under 50 million other accounts.
Oh.
No, you're an cult. You're a cult, and I'm exposing you. That's all there is to it. You're a cult, and I'm exposing you. Okay? You are all cult members. You tried to get in my mother's head. If you want, I will get my mother on this show, and she won't care because she'll be around two lovely ladies.
How
and
about
she'll
this?
be comfortable because she won't be getting ganged up on, and she can tell the story.
How about we do this? Seeing we're going to have a boxing match, why don't little me and whoever else, why don't we have them come on and we can have us a big old round table boxing match?
No. I will not get on video with them. No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I don't think you understand. I've had my kid's mom where it's not even letting me see my children. That's how sick these people are. They have made up fake HIV shit about me. They have threatened to come to my town. They have made t-shirts calling me a pedophile supporter because I support Ryan Garcia, who rocks motherfuckers' jaws. And that's why he went to Japan.
I like him.
That's why he went to Japan, because he said, you know what? I'm tired of this elite shit, which it's all elite. Everything going on right now is elite. Wake up, people. It's elite. The elite is running things, and the ugly elite, not the good elite. And that's a shame. Y'all would just sit here rather than talk about me than talk, say, hey, wow, this is just like, you threw my whole night off, kind of, but I'm gonna pull back in. Don't worry.
Yeah, let's pull back the reins some, Rocko. Ignore
I'm
the
not
chat.
scared of nothing. Look, come to my house. I'll call the police. That's it.
Listen, you have people in the chat that are on your side. Our people are in the chat. We're trying to get a grip on it. And
this is a real cult, though. This is a real cult.
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that. I do not doubt that.
They tried to destroy my life. I was going to a gym, and
I think they're
fake drug tests are fake HIV results.
I think they're made up. Stalkers.
One of them is wanted for pills. So go ahead, come.
This is gang stalk. This is gang stalking. This is triggering. This is
prescription pad. Free speech advocate, motherfucker. That's right.
Rocko,
Donald J. Trump.
Listen to me.
2025, baby.
Listen to me. Dealing with Tommy Edwards and doing the research I've done, there's one thing I've noticed. This is gang stalking, and the way for you to stop it is to ignore them. Ignore them. Let them sit there and talk. Because you know what, honey? What they're saying is
nobody
coming out.
Nobody cares what they have to say, really. Nobody cares.
I really don't care. These people, they don't mean anything.
We don't care, Rocko.
And I'm telling you, we need to get you to Texas for a while because that shit'll stop. But
we only care what you have to say, Rocko.
We want you to come on here.
We don't even acknowledge them, and they don't mean nothing to us.
I know that you have accomplished a lot of good things over the last couple of weeks. You've gotten a lot of things in perspective, and I really, really want people to hear what you've done and how things have changed you and how things are going. So it's okay. No, they're not. Y'all just be quiet. I'm going to turn off the chat, actually.
Yeah, please do. I'd rather, no disrespect to the guests that are real, but I can't handle this right now.
Our guests aren't
dealing with so much shit that it's hard.
But our chat is
Bell
down
says,
right
Rocko,
now.
I support you, and you have a lot of friends in here that are supporting you. So
that's right. That's right. It's okay. Even our people, when you first came on, they said hi. They know who you are. You have people here that are supporting you. So as long as you guys can't still see the chat, can you?
Yeah, I can.
Yes.
Son of a biscuit. Ain't that a pain in the ass? Chat filter.
So all these people that are in here right now are all associated with them. All of them.
You got your friends in here supporting you, Rocko. You got
Yes,
people
you do
back.
have you do have
I
a lot.
know, but the ones that I'm seeing are the ones that are the like. I'm not really, but the kid thing really hurts me.
Well, you know, they say
All
what they
hell, the little family.
they say
and
what
the
they can. Demons will
Uh,
do what they can. You know, they just say stupid shit. You know.
No, they're real. Trust me, I've had some things
Yeah, I
happen.
know they're real, but what I'm saying is that they're so real that they say stupid shit that triggers you. That's
So
how they
what?
work.
I do want to thank all of those in the chat that are acting right
Yes, I
and
appreciate
defending
it.
Rocco and stuff. Thank you so much. As far as
Thank
everybody
you,
else is
Steve, man.
concerned,
Thank you.
you guys
Brenda,
just,
you may have to restart. Denise said you may have to restart it.
who said that?
Denise said you may have to restart the show.
Not
I
sure if
so
I can
you can't disable the chat.
I am over here looking now. So, holy crap! What is that? I pushed a button. That was hilarious.
All right. I don't see the chat no more.
You don't?
Nope.
Woohoo!
I just see Streamlab products, apps,
Okay.
live is recording.
Okay.
All right. So, love it. Now I don't have to look at any of it because
There
it's
you
all
go.
garbage. And just for anybody that's listening, do not go listen to any of their videos. If they contact you telling you stuff, sending you fake newspaper articles,
Oh,
anything. I mean, no. There's been some really bad stuff done to me by these
but
people.
Rocco, Susie and I
just
know better.
forewarning
We know
you.
better.
Just
I know.
forewarning you. They are relentless. They're relentless. Like, they're relentless.
Yeah.
What
So
happened?
it's okay. She'll be back.
She good?
Yep. She'll be back. But anyways, Rocco, go ahead and tell us about some things that have.
Okay. So,
right.
anyways, did everybody get what I was speaking about before? About how I was a programmer, and well, that was like a teenage years, right? So now, interestingly enough, I started connecting with somebody else, and their altar knew my altar from another program, Montauk, but that altar actually had like a literally Spider-Man purple looking. I don't know if you have the picture, but you can show the picture. It's like a Spider-Man picture, and it's a resemblance of me and what I look like, and that I have been contacted by several people, about this. Actually doing recalls with Steve. Remembering he told me that a bunch of stuff has been coming up. Like, we'll sit there for hours on the internet and just he'll type or I guess write it. But it's amazing. It's amazing what recalls can do. Can like reset your mind, and that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm resetting everything. Erase, desist or die, desist or die, desist or die, desist or die, desist or die. anyways, that's just a little tactic right there that those words mean a lot. If anybody ever meditates on those words, you'll understand those words are serious and very, very, very vital and dangerous. So just a heads up. So if you go meditate on those words, you might not see something you want to see. I can tell you that right now. I have been trained to kill with my mind. Okay. Literally. Thank God for Steve tonight. Because I was literally about to completely alter out before. And it would have got ugly. Energy, internet, shit would have started happening. Anyways, I start talking with this person, and or you know what? I'm gonna call her like an angelic being. This angelic being who came into my life and brought a part back to me that I've been talking about, the missing pieces. Now, when I say the missing pieces, I say, like fractured parts of me and connections to others where my altered Danny actually really took a liking to. And so we ended up, talking for, I'd say, I did the show. I got off the show. She friended me right away. And I laid on the floor and text message, boom, 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 memory after memory after memory after memory after memory after memory. And what was going on, because I am now not a drug addict, let's just clarify. Yeah, I smoke marijuana, but whatever. But I have a clear conscience. So when you have that clear-cut conscience, you can actually connect cybernetically, psionically with another individual, and you can actually visualize the same things that they're visualizing. So me and her were visualizing all of these experiences down to remembering that I would my altar would sit on her bed and, pet her on the head and tell her it's going to be all right. And, even though I just got done torturing her or raping, whatever, you know what I mean? Like whatever it took, I did it, I have to deal with those memories along with, there's good memories, but so it stems from one thing to another here. And we ended up doing a show together. And she wrote, I have several pages that I could just read off, and it'd be like the most interesting stuff. Like, for instance, this is what Danny would do to Raylan. Let's see. I'm gonna grab it.
Yeah, go ahead and read it, Rocco.
Yeah, no, I got you. Again, I apologize to the guest. I really feel like, whoa.
It's not your fault, Rocco. Don't
All right, so
you're here to tell
Raylan.
your story. So you tell what happened. You're telling your life story.
No, I'll just read it. I don't want the artwork and you know what I mean? I just respect her art because I can use any of this stuff, and I have well over 6 pages written with another asset, and then combined she wrote 20 pages in one night on everything. Now Raylan was wanting to see Danny. He would come in her cell he brought her a teddy bear and put a keychain inside the bear that had a recorded message for her. That's how we would program. Tell her when he was leaving to look inside the bear. She would right away and feel happy. He recorded songs and messages for her. He would always ask how everyone was doing. This is how I treated her. He would be there to give program messages like, example, you're my good little girl, do a good job for me, be a good girl for me, etc. He would sit on the bed and sing to Raylan, talk, give a code to pull in altar, and then powers and give program message, then pull the altar. He would wear black hoodie, black pants, and black boots. She nailed it to a T. So this altar seemed to be making her very, like, feeling not, like emotional and so on and so forth. So, like, I'd be sending her energy. Because what I was trying to do was I was trying to reach in. So I called one of my friends and I said, or not called, I messaged, and I said, I need your assistance. And he knows a little bit more deeply into the psionic levels because we work together and he taught me what I know. So sure enough, I wake up this morning feeling really good. I'm going to tell you something. Sexual energy is beautiful. It's beautiful. I can't, explain what the astral part of it, is like. And when you get that peace back, you're even more empowered now because you have a peace back. So now you're like, okay, now I can move forward and do more things. So then after a show, get emotional, things start to really spin out. Like I cried on her show, it was real. It was the real thing. So yeah, eventually that altar ended up coming back in here. And it came to me. So I then ended up meeting Steve, and me and Steve started doing shadow work, and Steve remembered me in not such a pleasant way at first, but see, the beauty of this is, yeah, there's dark, but there's also light. But a lot of people, they want to skip around the dark, right? And, just go right for the light. But you don't realize if you don't go and face all your fears, you're not going to get stronger. Like me facing my fear right now, being on this show, I don't really care. Yeah, I didn't fully alter out. That's the first time ever I didn't fully alter out. And I took myself away from the camera too. That way I wasn't right in front as much. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm learning, and it's a process. It's a daily process dealing with these memories of doing abusive, hardcore tactics, kids' teeth going flying, because if they didn't do something right, I'd hit them. One kid remembers exactly that I'm a right hand, that I hit with a right hand as well. And he remembers me cracking his left jaw. and me and our team would be sitting there, and we telepathically scream in people's heads, so they completely, that altar would come, you know, forward, and we'd be able to pull that altar, reprogram that altar with different codes, whatever, songs, messages, or even assassin programming, or whatever type of programming, place the altar back in, and then, you know, do the next kid. But sometimes the kids were sometimes apprehensive, or they didn't want to do it. So that's when the knee came in. And I started kneeing kids according to people's testimonies. And I did some really horrible things. Electrocution, like electric shock on these kids. Like literally laugh at them, call them maggots, throw them in fucking portals.
So Rocco, they made you a handler of a lot of these kids. Is that right? Was Preston Nichols your
I was
boss, or what?
well, no, I was not current from, and you know, this angelic being, you know, very spiritual healer. She picked up that I was and saw it that I was not housed at that base. So I was a teenager. I was like at the time 16. Now, some of these people, the weird thing is how are these older people remembering me, my face? I mean, memories. It's like I wake up to 20, 30, 40 something messages sometimes. Oh my God, I remember this. Oh my God, I remember that. Yeah, you did beat me in the chair. Yeah, you know, you did this to me. You know, I did a lot of choking. I did a lot of restraining. I did a lot of, you know, just horrible rape, like all kinds of stuff that, you know.
Now, Rocco, how long did it take you to remember and come to terms with this stuff? Because I mean, being on the opposite side of what you're talking about, with things that I've gone through, they always tell you go to a psychiatrist. Well, if they don't understand what it is that you've gone through, they can't help you. So it took me by myself.
Exactly. So that's why that's why I'm reuniting with these boys, or, you know, older men that remember me doing the things that I did, and, you know, connecting with them and uniting with them, and actually writing this stuff down. And, you know, it's going to go in a book. It's going to go in a book, and there's a lot to it in detail. I mean, there's some brutal, like real brutal stuff. I mean, okay, so if you look at Project Ibis, you know, I was told that my friend told me that she believed that I was the boy that got sacrificed before they opened up what I'd like to say was like a lion's, like the portal, Lionsgate portal, so they could escape. And there was blood sacrifice rituals going on there. They were drinking blood, adrenochrome. There's all different kinds of things going on in this, you know, weird I call it weird because Michael Aquino was a part of it. Not only Michael Aquino, but Bush Sr. I was told that
that's a name that we don't mention on this show. That's my trigger. Please don't mention them.
Well, anyways, that was who I was actually one of the people that worked with me. And it is what it is. Good riddance. You know, that's
what
how
they say. That's what
I
they
just say that out of like to help myself keep going, you know, forward and not get mad at that memory. But it's like one memory compiles over another memory, over another memory, over another memory, over, and it just keeps going and going and going and going and going and going and going. And, you know, me and another asset, we are actually going to do a show coming up pretty soon. And that's going to be very interesting because we worked together. We abused these children together. I mean, you know, the reason why I'm talking about this is because, you know, there's always something called the flip side of the coin, right? Where we always think that we're just the victims, right? But we're never the villains. Well, that ain't the truth. That's definitely not the truth. And when you wake up to that reality of things like taking kids to, you know, bunny rabbit, stuffed animals and ripping the head off, you know, and that's what they're telling you they remember. It can be very mentally draining, physically draining. But the other piece to it is I like how, you know, he basically, Steve, you know, dismantled me, like for real. And I mean, bad, like bloody. And I ended up going and sex magic and, you know, I ended up like, it healed me completely. Raylyn healed me completely.
right.
And it changed me too that day. And I apologized to some of the kids. And I, you know, of course I still had to do my job. Things weren't over yet. There's definitely more to go. But with Raylyn, they would try to pull these moves like Preston. I remember telling James to go fuck himself. So did another asset. He told James, go fuck yourself. Which, yeah. And Preston and me would get into arguments and fights and all kinds of shit. I wouldn't do what he wanted me to do. And, you know, like, even when we were, you know, teen/teachers, we'd still get abused too. There was still abuse done to us as well. Not as much.
And this was all done under the MK Ultra, right? Yeah. Yep.
Horrible.
I kind of wish Tommy would have been able to join us tonight. Although he's a big boy and he went through some different stuff than you did. And he probably would have been pretty set off or put a few people straight. So
Yeah.
he's got caught up at work, so he's unable to join us. But we are, like always, everybody, we take a 5-minute break in between our hours. So everybody can run to the bathroom, do what they got to do. Get a cup of coffee, which I think I have to warm mine up. I don't have enough time to make my own. You know, having only one leg, it's hard to run across the room and go and get a cup of coffee and run back. So, you know, that's the way it works. But we are going to go ahead and do that. Rocko, we're going to take our break. And
we'll come back on in 5 minutes. We'll just take a 5-minute break.
Yeah.
And
well, Rocko, you've been on our show before. You know we take a break. So, all right, everybody, hang in there, and we will be back in 5.
Break it down. Break it down. Break it down. Break it down.
back. All right, look, I do want to say this. Okay, first of all, everybody in the chat, I want you to understand something. I am still recovering from a very bad hospital stay that almost took my life. So all of this has just been way too much. God, you're right, Susie. It's like getting attacked by a bunch of fire ants or something. I need some demon begone spray. They make that. I know they make reptilian go away.
Stepped in a pile of fire ants, I'm telling you.
Right?
Hey, you know you're doing something right when that many people are coming after you, Rocko. That's all I got.
I know.
Confirmation.
This is just letting you know I don't see too many people. I mean, there's some people, but you know, obviously I'm doing something right. Exactly.
Yep, that's it. You know, hey, the devil only bothers those that are, you know, doing the right thing.
No,
He don't bother his own.
That's what I was told, that, you know,
Mhm.
witchery and witchcraft is a bitch.
Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt it is.
Right. So we are back, and we have Rocko with us, and you know, all the people that love to raise our algorithms in the chat. Good Lord. Anyhow, and it looks like a few have dropped off, so maybe we'll have a peaceful rest of the night. I quit smoking and went to these stupid vapes, and these people made me want to go have a cigarette. I should have taken advantage of that 5-minute break. I can't smoke in my house, so. But Grandpa, bring me some ice cream.
So Rocko, your friend Steve says he could come on the show if you want him to.
Yeah, let him pop on. Absolutely.
Do you still have the link that I sent you? Can you send it to him?
I don't.
Because I'm not linked to him in any way, so it's hard for me to send it. Do you want me to send it to your phone so you can send it to him? I can send it to Messenger.
Yeah, Messenger.
Okay, let me do that then. I can do that. And yes, copy. Oops, turn that off. Bum, 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 bum. You know. There we go. All right, Rocko, it's sent to you in Messenger, so you can send it to him.
All right, let's send it.
Steve and Christy's in the chat, in case you didn't know either. Her and Steve were in here defending you.
I know.
I watched one of Christy's shows the other day.
Yeah, she's great.
Hi, Christy. You don't know me, but I do watch your shows.
I don't know Christy, but hi, Christy.
Sweet.
I know I gotta get a hold of Mark and have Mark back on too, Susie. Mark was blowing everybody's minds, man. He's something else. I have never seen anybody just sit there and flip numbers out of his mouth like he was a freaking human calculator. I was like,
he worked in Wall Street. Yeah.
I know. I'm like, wait a minute. I need a pen and a piece of paper. Hang on. Oh, Norma's still here. Oh, thank you, Norma.
Well, Rocko, I will say what you have done tonight is you have showed the audience that there are gang stalkers and cult members that gang up on people and attack them, and you are #1 target tonight.
No, this has been going on for the past like 14 months. And they made a promise to my whole family to leave me alone. Like, I mean, it's serious when, and I'm speaking regularly right now. When I see him in person next year, I'm sorry.
I mean,
And,
they
and
just
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. My
themselves
mom
to the
even
world.
said.
Yeah.
My mom even said I'd buy front row tickets.
Hey, let me tell you a little story, Rocco. So, like when my daughter was a teenager, I lived in Tennessee, and in Tennessee, no matter what you do, you're responsible for your child, period. Like if your child has to go to court, I get a paper and have to go to court with my child because what she was doing was I was waking her up. I was leaving for work. She was dressed, ready to get on the bus. She'd walk down the street, wait for me to leave, and then she would go back home, go back to bed. So I took her to court. I went into court with her. Hi, Stephen, welcome. So I went into court with her, right? So now the people before us, the guy had to pay $250 because he slapped his child across the face because he told his mother to fuck off. So he's writing the check and he writes it for $500, and the lady says, "Sir, this is too much. It was only $250." He said, "Oh no, when we walk outside and I hit those steps, I'm gonna slap him again, so I'm paying now." And I thought, huh, that's a good way to do it. Just pay twice and you're all right. So, Steve, how are you?
I'm
Steve.
well, doing well.
Good.
I was really excited when me and Rocko connected because it just it put the full picture of everything that I've been doing for these past 10 years of my spiritual awakening and everything, and it finally everything like ignited of like the training, my missions, the chaos fights, breaking through everything to break these archons, and it's been quite a trip. I would have to say.
Well, Rocco has definitely been through enough.
Yeah,
A lot.
he was training me. He was one of my trainers, and we actually right before this show we had this really intense recall.
Yeah,
And
read that.
it was incredible.
Read that. It is wild.
Yeah, I'll read it right now because I wrote it down. Hold on. I gotta pick up the.
I was gonna say you should ask Christy, or you should ask Christy if she wants to come on too, Brenda.
Oh,
What do you think?
I don't have a problem
No,
with that.
not right now.
Well,
She's dealing with certain things.
Oh,
You know, with
okay.
personal things.
Okay.
Boom.
The offer's there if she wanted it.
So
No, just trust. Yeah.
I'll start reading this now.
Right.
So it all started. At first, this is how it all started. Rocko put on a song on Collective Soul, and I started remembering he played this song during our sparring sessions. He'd whip his fingers out on the side and say, "Feel that music," and then he entered the ring. He would jump up and down a few times and rotating his hips and back and forth. And we began sparring. When the song played, I felt my body tingle, my head surge, and my heart oscillated with a good memory. So when you get these recalls, certain chakra centers will start activating, and then the pineal or the head will start vibrating, and then the information comes into my head of what occurred. Then Rocko showed me a photo of Collective Soul with the O that was a form of a portal, which I recall was where they dumped fractured souls in the garbage file that were all fractured. They were fractured so much the energy became inert and they would throw them away in the fractal universe. We often went in here, and this is where the programmers would get the data and convert it into coherent images for me to find pieces of people that were lost. My higher self often goes into this place when I talk to people, retrieving their lost partitions. So then this happened. This recall happened. Because I had this rabbit when I was younger, and I lost it, and I lost it at my house. I couldn't find it anywhere, and I recalled what happened to it. Well, Rocco was holding the rabbit I had at Montauk that I carried around. I was in the chair with metal clamps on each wrist that secured me to the chair. Rocco ripped off with the rabbit head, and I was devastated. This is child's play. I went enraged, and that's when he saw my potential. I exploded with energy, with electrical energy, discharging around my body as I blasted his body to the wall with electrical discharges flying all over me. I broke from my restraints, and I got up from the chair. An aura of electric blue, white, and yellow energy enveloped my body. I walked to him and let out a battle cry with my arms out as the electricity filled the room, exploding all the lights and the bricks in the room. I collected my energy in this explosion, bringing my arms back, and then ran to Rocco, started wailing on him, making him a bloody mess as he tried to collect himself from the wind that was knocked out from him. The program operators came rushing in and grabbed me, pulling him off from him. I was going to kill him. He laid on the ground all fucked up. My pata energies came out in me. I remember breathing very hard and giving him a death stare in complete rage as they pulled me away. I showed them what real power was and the energy of the stars. I believe I converted some hearts after that, maybe when we decided to break this program. After the event, Rocco went to Raylan to get healed. They had sex, and he enveloped in the golden energy which he never felt in his life. His heart opened, and he began to cry, saying he was sorry, and he won't torture kids like that anymore. Rocco changed that day, and he decided to help me in my endeavor to free us. He eventually apologized about the whole situation, and we formed an unbreakable bond to this day.
Wow.
And that all occurred right before the show.
Wow.
Amazing. Amazing what the heart can do when it opens. And this is our mission. This is our mission, to break it all out. Destroy all their stupid grids. We have our technology. We have our diamond light. And if you're against us, good luck, because you're not going to be coming with us where we're going.
Hell no.
So I don't know if you guys know who Alabar Jones is. Do you know who Alabar is?
No.
Okay. He has a group of people that they fight in the Astro, but they go up against like Lucifer, minions, different things like that. And they have a whole group of people that get together and they remote view and do this. So what you guys are doing is kind of the same thing, I think.
Yeah, I break the black grid.
Well, what we're actually doing things like, okay, for instance, like today, this morning, I woke up, right? Like the last couple of nights, thanks to Christy Raylan, you know what I mean, has come back now and is here now. And ironically, one of my friends contacted her last night and said, oh, you know, or I don't know how it happened, but I had a feeling when I spoke with him, he was going to be in contact very, very soon. Because he trained me well in some of the things that I know. Like retraining, kind of. It was like, you know, he already had the key, you know what I mean? Because the psionics and whatnot, and you know, they messed that up for me where I couldn't use that. But now I'm accessing it all. And like now I feel happy now. I erased everything. Psionically went in, erased it. You understand? Rewrote it. And what even happened?
What did happen?
I don't remember. I have no clue. I have no clue.
Do you remember?
What?
what he's talking about?
I missed what the topic was.
Oh,
I'm like
It's like-
monitoring energy levels.
I said it's like flipping a coin. I can erase the whole part of that timeline,
Yeah.
and I don't even remember it.
He broke the what happened is he broke the memory.
No, just now on the show.
Oh.
I
Oh.
don't remember the beginning of the show. It's
Yeah,
erased.
you altered out a little bit. I was trying to bring you back.
It was erased.
Good.
God. No, I
Yeah.
psionically, eventually, when it caught on, removed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
yeah, they were
you
sending us. They were sending
can
attacks
change
at me.
the end of the story.
They were sending black skulls at me in my energy. They were trying to put me into psychosis. I went into my room and I started coughing out all the attacks, and then my body returned back to normal. So,
Of course.
yeah, it's a big
Wow.
war. They're doing anything they can to stop the people who know what's going on. So, and that's why they always try to trigger Rocko, because they're trying to make him look like a fool. But I don't even care, because I know who he is. I know what he did, and I will go to the ends of the earth to help Rocko, because like what we were doing was really hard to do, and there wasn't a lot of soldiers that can go into the chaos realm and go past the void and break up a lot of these programming. So we needed the strongest people, and we were tasked to do a lot. So
My ears are ringing. That
Yeah.
means it's making complete sense.
yeah, I think that's when the program got converted, when I did that. Like people
Yeah, my
finally
ears
saw.
right now.
Everyone just started crying. They're like we had no idea. They had no idea who I was, and it just activated. And
Right.
my Ptah form came right through, and then they saw that the ancient stuff that I was a part of was the absolute complete truth. And,
Exactly.
so they do like your training and stuff that you go through. You do it as children when you're younger, correct? When all that starts. So how do you get involved back in it again when you're older?
Oh, I'll tell. Let me. Okay, so they come when you're a baby because they can do certain things when you're a baby. You understand?
Okay.
The genetics, so on and so forth. Then they swing back around in your teenage years, and that's when they create a warrior.
Okay.
Okay. But you're already mentally trained to take on these kids, is what I feel. But, past lives, you know what I mean? There's so many different options here. You understand? We can't just lay it down to this 3D this and that 3D that. No, because I remember dying in the Mondorf fucking chair in a past life. Anya Briggs read it on me when she was on Jesse Ventura's show. And they brought me back through in what was called the cleanup of 2.0. And I remember now, after I went under hypnosis, I remember before coming into this vessel, I signed a contract that I was going to do all of what I've been doing. Everything that happened in my life so far.
You sign contracts?
Before I entered this vessel, I signed up for this.
Oh, so do you have an option
It gave me
to
a choice. You either die again, and then who knows what would have happened. And I chose to sign the contract. Because I had just came out of like space and fucking time. You know what I mean? Like just
Right.
floating for God knows how many fucking years. Who knows? I mean, for real. Like literally fucking floating. Like And here I am. I end up back in the chair, and it's the cleanup, and they give me the the open door, or I might have escaped. You know, one thing I've learned is shadow work, and I'm a man, and I would play a recording right now just to let you ladies know how serious this stuff gets for me. Like he did a recording that was. This is for the sick and suffering to hear, because just know if you're sick and suffering.
What kind of recording?
It was like an emotional part of me. And
Rocko, I have a question
on it.
So a lot of these, people that are attacking you, were they also in the program? Were they tortured as well? Or how are they involved in this cult, or in the connection to
Let me
your
explain something to you.
experience?
Espionage can happen at any fucking time. Okay. All right. Espionage can, and let me tell you something about the end. You want to really get into this, we can fucking get into this. But I'm not gonna promise you your show is not gonna get censored. You know what I mean? Or I'm telling you this right now. If you really want to get into this, I'll get into this. And I don't give a fuck what they say in the comments or whatever. But the next transvestite or the next person who shows up to this home, and it's happened more than one time, okay? This shit is. I had a carpenter come to my home. These people turn his phone on while they're screaming at me, "We're gonna fucking kill you." Okay? My mom has had death threats. I could bring her on this fucking podcast and tell you. Okay? I am one of those kids that didn't have a lot of friends because I was too busy psionically. You understand? On a higher level. The ETs took me. Whoa, I just got a buzz over my head. Whoa. The ETs took me at 3. It started at 3. My first encounter. Wasn't abduction yet. The abduction started coming throughout almost up to like a certain, teenage years. And then totally wiped. Next thing you know, I'm into drugs, gangs, and whatever. Because I have no friends. Because I was too busy doing shit for the government. I was too busy being a fucking spy. I was too busy doing missions. All this. People don't understand. They won't understand. And I don't, quite frankly, give 2 flying fucks if they ever understand. Because, like he said, I trained you fucking well. Exactly. Anyways, one thing we've learned, this is one thing. You never leave a wounded soldier stranded. I don't care if they have altars after, you know what I mean? You stay as long as you can. And if it gets to a point where it gets too crazy, then you snap off. But you make sure that that person gets the correct help. You don't just leave them in the woods. Because when they come back, like me, like I did, like this Susie that didn't know me like 2 years ago, that had none of this knowledge, or however many years ago, didn't have none of the knowledge I have today, because I started to do shadow work. And I didn't even know it was shadow work until Steve, somebody remembering me by, the weirdest part about this is my voice. Whoa.
I actually felt your heart first. Your heart energy is what connected me to the memory.
Oh, really?
And then your voice, yeah.
And can you go over that first memory?
Yeah, it was actually a good memory. Before like
Yeah.
you became corrupted or whatever. I don't know. Maybe this was the memory after you did well. You know, like you changed your after this event that I spoke. But I remember you would try to protect us from torture, and you would get the controllers mad at them, so they would take you and get tortured because you didn't want us to be tortured anymore. So that memory I had was what existed before that new memory that came up.
My ears.
And they would get angry at you because you're like, why aren't you torturing these people, and why aren't you doing this and that, and you like you just became good. You know, you saw the damage it was doing, and they would drag you out of the cage. You would yell at them, and you would laugh at them, and then you would call them names and stuff, and we would start laughing at them, at the controllers and stuff, because they were losing their power against us. The kids were revolting, you know, and so and then like they would slam the door to get you out, and you're like peace, and we would all like be like together as a group unit. So yeah, so we did become a family unit. He did keep us together, and this was after I kicked his ass and showed him what we really are.
That's the interesting part.
And then we just started breaking all their shit in the program, getting infiltrators into their little parties that they had, with drinking the blood of everything. And we started just getting all these insiders and all their little things, just learning their intricates and stuff, and just like they had no clue what was going to come to them. And then I came out of my abyss and I just went to work. Slamming, just boom, boom, boom. And like, you can't handle this. We just kept coming. We use Patton and we use Bill Haley from World War II. Hit hard, hit fast, and hit often. Because they can't handle us just hitting them every day. Every day they can't handle it. And they're like, fuck!
Goodbye for now from Beyond the Box.
Please join us again for Beyond the Box, Friday and Saturday evenings, from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. to midnight Eastern. Join us for more intel bombs from our extraordinary guests.
Good night, Putin. Good night, Tucker.